nice to meet you. I am the founder
Nice
of
to meet
Arkive.
you.
My name is Adriana. And like I mentioned before, you are our very first live artist index. So shout out to you. And this is
Nice.
memorable for the both of us. Yes. Nice.
Nice.
Very good. Okay. So before we hop into the Q&A, tell us a little bit about where you're from, obviously Tampa, but have you always lived in Tampa? The type of music you make? Give us the rundown on who you are as an artist.
So originally born and raised in Brooklyn, Red Hook, Brooklyn. Um, when I turned around like 13, I moved out here to Florida, and I've been here ever since. Um, I definitely like my music. Definitely has a lot of inspiration from up north sounds and stuff like that. But I also grew up in an R&B household, so I just been listening to all the old R&B type stuff. So I strive to make music that gives me that feeling, that nostalgic feeling of when I used to hear music coming on the radio. So my style, honestly, I would say like I used to be more like electric, like electronic R&B type of stuff, but now I'm leaning more into like the organic sound and stuff. I listen to like a lot of Cleo Soul now and stuff like that. So
Okay.
that's kind of my bag right now.
Okay, very cool. I mean, so what prompted the switch up? Was it just you coming into your
I felt
own or
like I
what?
was just Yeah, I felt like I was just like forcing my sound to fit in with every other R&B artist that I heard out there. And after a while, I felt like I was forcing my vocals, my writing, everything, and I just felt like I needed to be me after a while. So once I started doing the things that felt more true to me, I started getting a lot better reception as of recently. And I've been making music since I was 15 years old.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so I mean, when did you said 15. So what prompted you to make music? Is it a family member? Was it a friend? Or you just like, this is something that I think I
I
can
don't know.
do?
I just always had the itch for it. Like when I was growing up, I did a lot of like acting, like stage plays and stuff like
Okay.
that. Uh I used to work with a company called Falcon Works when I was a kid just to like be a playwright. And then it kind of like progressed from there. Then I used to be like in a dance crew, when that shit was fly. And then I just got into music. Then everybody in your clique start rapping and shit. So then you try to do it too, and then it just ended up sticking for me.
Okay, I mean that's very cool. That is I feel like is a big pivot going from the stage to writing music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely a big difference, but I look at music like boxing. Like you have to like it's only you that can make it. What you make it.
Right.
So your performance depends on how hard you work at it.
Very true. So tell us about your creative process from start to finish. Do you do lyrics first? Do you find a beat first? For every artist, I feel like it's a little bit different. What's your process?
For me, always find the beat first.
Okay.
I'm scrolling. People always ask me, where do you get your beats? Like, I still like I go to some local producer sometimes, but I be getting them off of YouTube, and like people would never know because if you find something that speaks to you, you're gonna find the pocket to get on that song and make it more than what it is. So honestly, I find the beat first. I'm real good with melodies, and then like honestly, my songwriting process takes a really, really long time. But I think that my pen is up there with everybody else's. So I don't force it. I just let it come when it comes. A song could
Okay.
take a week, a day, a month to make. I don't know.
It just all depends.
Yeah.
That's funny. So when you are searching for beats on YouTube, what are you looking up? Tell me, are you looking up a specific artist type beat? Are you looking up
I
R&B
used to
type
do
beat?
that. I used to do like party next door type beats used to be my
Okay.
go-to. And then I got now I like my last beat, my type beat that I went on was like a Amy Winehouse type beat. So I've been like
Okay.
I just been jumping up and down, jumping up and down. A lot of like local Tampa artists have been inspiring me lately. So like that's who I've been drawing a lot of inspiration from. And you can't copy their producer because they probably going to YouTube too. So like it's all organic, natural like stuff. So I love it.
No, it's funny. So, how do you stay motivated when you are facing a creative block? Do you kind of just scroll on YouTube and just see what speaks to you and just try to go from there? Like, what do you do when you feel stuck?
I don't know, go get hurt again or something. I don't know.
Oh
Like
no, oh no.
that's like real like that used to be my recipe. Now, I live life a little differently and like things have been going great. Uh, so like I guess I've been having a block in trying to find a way to write music that's happy.
Okay.
I've always been writing music that's down about my hurt, my pain, my past experiences. But when I'm happy, I don't know how to get that out. So that's what I've been doing. Like my latest single that I just dropped, Connection. That's like me trying to be happy after getting over stuff and finally feeling like okay, stuff like that. So I don't know. And if you've never heard it, I hope y'all go and tap in because it's definitely something. So
We'll definitely play it in this video for sure. So, you said you just released a song. Are there any other projects that you're currently working on, even if it's just like even
I
outside of
actually,
music?
besides that single, I actually just dropped a 3-pack as well,
I
titled
saw
Buddy
that.
Love.
Hmm.
And I got 3 songs on there: Do Not Recommend, Selena Kyle, and Sinners. And all of those are like more recent songs and more of the vibe that I'm aiming to make
Okay.
from now on.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Do you have any shows coming up? Like what can we
I
expect?
actually do. I just got booked for Kiki's Lounge August 2nd with Hidden Sound Village. I'm
Okay.
always working with them, so we got stuff there. I also throw events myself from time to time. I got my own brand of VMA Music Collection, music group, and I just grab a bunch of different artists locally that I find are dope that people haven't heard yet, and I put a band behind them, and we get it cracking. We got food, drinks, other stuff. So I definitely could send you some flyers when I got my next one coming up.
For sure. Definitely send us the invite. And I feel like that leads up to the next question. As an artist, what does success look like for you? Is it throwing events and putting other artists on? Is it you blowing up and collabing with your favorite artists? Like, what does success look like for you?
Success used to look like me being famous and everybody knowing my name, and I think now that I'm older, I got a family and stuff like that. It's putting money in my pocket and people recognizing me for what I'm able to do. If I get the love from the people in my proximity and I feel like it makes me feel wholesome, then that's all that I need.
I like that. I like that. For sure, for sure. We don't all need to be famous. We don't all need to be in the limelight.
No,
Honestly,
it's
being
not for
famous kind of
everybody.
seems
I'm
like it
like
sucks.
honestly, I before I'd be an artist, I think I'd blow up as a songwriter. Honestly,
Okay. Okay. So get in the bag, but behind the scenes.
yeah, I think that's my lean now.
True that. I feel that. So, other than songwriting, what's one skill that you're always working on improving? It could even be like outside of music.
I would say my mixing. Like I mix all mostly all my own stuff. Besides project, I let Do Not Recommend and Selena Kyle be mixed by a German engineer. Shout out German. I mix all my own stuff, so that's what I've been trying to get better at.
Okay, cool. So, what made you decide, like, okay, I need to be a one-man band. I got to do it all?
Uh, when you're working on other people's time, they don't care the same way. So you could be pressing somebody, hey, did you finish this or you do that? If you doing it yourself, you don't got to rush, you don't got to press about it, you don't got to worry because you're working on your clock. And you get and in the grand scheme of things, you say keeping all the money for you. So
I understand. But at any point, do you feel like overwhelmed by it all? Like trying to just take on too many hats?
yeah, and that's when I like find life getting in the way, and you kind of just gotta like roll with the punches at that point. And then whenever it comes back around, it comes back around to me. Like at that point where I've put out so much music on SoundCloud and all like other streaming platforms that like I could honestly just keep promoting and waiting, but like the artist in me always has to keep putting out fresh and new stuff. So and I guess that's a problem that I have is promoting and marketing myself a little bit better because I feel like sometimes there's great artists out here that have great music that nobody ever hears, and they're
Right,
just being organic with it, just dropping it. So
right, right. I also feel like as an artist, like your job is to make music. You know what I mean? It really sucks to try to learn the tricks of the trade and like actually getting to know how to use Instagram properly and things like that. It's like I just want to write and make music, please. That's it.
yeah.
So I know you mentioned that you usually your music comes from heartbreak. But other than that, like, do you feel like what other kind of personal experiences does your music reflect? A lot of people have like alter egos, and it's like none of that
uh,
is even
I would
me.
say that like I would say that maybe when I get into my rapping, like you could see more of the elements of like my childhood and where I grew up and like being from up north and stuff like that. I guess it's just what's instilled in me and how I hear flows and how I approach things. And like I honestly like I want to get more into rapping. I'll be like waiting for somebody to like put me in a little fake rap beef or something just so I can show myself.
That is funny as hell. They don't want that. They don't want the beef, do they?
Yeah, I'm cool with anybody but Tune the Poet. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke.
That is hilarious. So, when you're not creating, when you're not songwriting, when you're not recording, when you're not mixing, what do you do? What do you do when you're not creating? How do you like to spend your time?
I'm a big nerd. I collect Funko Pops. I'm a dad. I'm a maintenance man, as you can see. So like I'm a full time maintenance man. I'm on call right now in between my break before I go work on another AC. So yeah, like I'm a hardcore dad. Like I'm a nerd at heart. Like I don't know. I'm a normal guy, but I think my music is different, and I want to do everything I can to get my name out there so people can recognize me for that.
That's funny. So, what is your favorite Funko Pop that you own? I gotta ask.
The Ben Affleck Batman.
Okay.
It was hard for me to get, but I got it, and I got in a little case.
That is funny. That is so funny. I feel that. All right. I mean, to wrap it up, that was very quick. And we'll let you get back to your job before you get in trouble. I don't want you to get in trouble. But to wrap it up, are there any artists that you recommend to be featured in our artist index? Who are you currently listening to?
Uh, well, I listen to Corey a lot. Uh, Hey the Angel, she puts out some dope music. Glow Majesty. Clockwork X is a band, but they're pretty fire,
Okay.
and they've been around everywhere. Who else? Who else? Shout out Millie Moon. I love Millie Moon. Yism. Yeah, I'm sure they've been on here already, but who else? Damn. There's not many R&B dudes that I know in the area, and I wish
Okay.
that I did because I'm the one of those dudes that'll try to make an R&B group again. Like I'm one of those. So I don't. If you know anybody, send them my way. I'm always open to music recommendations, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all I could think of at the moment.
Okay. All right. That's funny. All right. If we know
Oh,
anyone
and
trying to start a band,
shout out East Stunner. Shout out East Stunner. That gangster
okay.
paint go hard. Y'all got to
Okay.
get him on there too.
All right, we will for sure check him out. And then the final thing where people can find you, anything you want to plug. I know you mentioned your EP, but where can people find it? Where can people stream it?
You guys can find me on all streaming platforms at VOYCE, all caps. There's another guy out there taking my name with a period at the end. That's weird as hell. I'm gonna find a way to cease and desist him. I don't know how, but VOYC, all platforms. If you can't find it off of just my name, I got a pink profile picture. Uh, my latest EP is titled Buddy Love, all caps. Or you can find my other EP, Let's Break Up. My Instagram at Trap Genuine. My TikTok, I don't really be on it, but I'm at Big Shrimp 03. Y'all already know Jerry Pendergrass, and that's where y'all can find me.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. And just for the record, this will be clipped up. We'll be posting on Instagram, YouTube, etc.
Do that.
So
Put a little
enjoy.
background behind me or something if you can. I don't know.
We'll see what we can do. But enjoy the rest of your evening. Again, thank you for your time. You are our first
Yeah, yeah.
live
Thank you.
guest. So just
I feel
appreciate you
humbled. Thank
speaking
you.
to us. Appreciate you. All right, we'll talk later. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye.
Don't you leave me